So you may have stumbled across the Fisher space pens, perhaps, and perhaps you watched one of my other videos around the space pen and you just can't decide on a couple of the different bullet colors, i.e. chrome, purple, black. And if that's the case, hopefully this video will help you make up your mind, because I, for one, couldn't make up my mind between the chrome or the satin black, because I've seen a lot more videos on the black and it seems to be the go-to EDC option in the bullet pens. But then the chrome looked good too, so I thought, you know what, I'll buy them both and I'll do this review so you won't have to. So the two that I'm talking about is this one here, which this particular model is the one that came in with a chrome. The black one came in a bit of a different package, which I'll share that with you now, which is that there. Now the reason I'm holding it is because I've already opened it to test it. And both come in different packaging, both do the same thing. And let me show you a bit of a closer look. Well, that's the space pen. Comes with this cool little box, little package. It's got a picture of an astronaut up on the moon, American flag, yada yada yada. In that little cute little box, there's a bit of a history, and it's about how Milton Reynolds, who had just introduced the ballpoint pen to America, hired the founder Paul Fisher to perfect it, and so forth. So this pen was built to go on the moon. The end. Now, what's so good about going on the moon, or what was so special about this pen to get you there, was more the fact that it can write upside down at any angle, in extreme temperatures, underwater, and it lasts 3 times longer than an average pen, and you can even write over grease. Not that I ever need to. But what got me, apart from all that hoo-ha, was how tiny it is. I mean, this little bad boy is tiny, right? Here's a comparison next to a credit card, or a credit card size. The pen is slightly bigger than a credit card. And I thought, you know what, this could be quite handy because you can slip it into your pocket, you can slip it into a pencil case, an EDC case, into a book, wherever you want to slip it into. And this particular model does come with a clip, which is normally an additional extra. And I thought, you know, this was going to be a better option for me for work, into a shirt and an office environment, because, well, it looks a little bit more corporate, a little bit more bling. And it is chrome. It is, when you open it up, apparently it's, you know, it can scratch and chip over time, but you know what, whatever, it's a pen. If you get scratched, you get scratched. It is small when it's closed up. However, when you open that up and post it, it's got a nice solid post in this particular one, and I'll explain that a bit later. It's a normal size pen. So if I was to compare, say, this pen to I don't know, a pencil's probably not a good example, but how about we compare it to this particular TWSBI founder pen, the TWSBI Go. As you can see, it's the same size. So it is a normal size pen which fits quite comfortably. This particular chrome model does have this, if you can just focus on it, camera, don't give me a hard time please, thank you. It does have ridges just there, as you can see. So it's ribbed, so it gives it a bit more texture and a bit more comfort, and it doesn't slide around as much, doesn't slip around as much. It does have a better grip. When you open up the pen inside, I'll just zoom in slightly. You've got the refill in it, right? Good. There's a bit of thread in there, still going. Okay, and it's this little bad boy here. And this particular refill is the PR4, and it's in the black medium Fisher space pen, yada yada yada. And they're the same. I've got 3 different of these space pens. they all use the same refill. However, this video was more around the decision making of chrome or black. So you've seen the chrome. It's a bit of it does cop a bit of fingerprint on it, but they clean up quite easily. So, you know, whoop-de-doo. That's the chrome one. The chrome one came in this little case, as I mentioned earlier. I'll just move that to the side. Now, when I ordered the black one, it came in this packaging here, which is not as pretty. It's not as good looking. It's not as fancy as that one there. But hey, nevertheless, it came in this package. At the start, I thought, well, is this a knockoff? Is this another, you know, copy of a good pen? But it's not. It's the same thing. Here it gives you a bit more information around the actual refill and the pen itself, and the fact that it is a sealed, pressurized ink cartridge, which hence how, because it's pressurized, when you're writing upside down, there's always constant pressure, and on the water and so forth. So this is a little winning pen for me that you can take absolutely anywhere, especially in the outdoors and camping. Not that I write too much camping, but if I wanted to, I could, because it pretty much writes on a lot of surfaces. You can write in any angle, and it could be cold or it could be hot, and without an issue. So voila, I've already opened this before to test it. Get rid of the cardboard little box. This is here the black version. Now, as you can see, it is same shape as the chrome. It is physically the same size as well. The difference being is the color. And this one does have a clip, whereas this one doesn't have a clip. I thought initially I wanted both to have clips, but because this is going to be more of an EDC pouch type of a pen, I thought, you know what, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to be clipping it onto anything, so I'll go this as well. The bullet style still is the same. Swing it around, post it, and you got yourself a pen. However, this is where they differ a little bit. I find that when I post this one, it's got a bit of a wiggle. Now, it's very hard to see on the camera, but it does have a bit of play if you can see my finger moving. And what's the big deal, you say there? Well, I can tell you now, when I'm writing, and when the actual pen is resting here on my hand, and you add pressure, it actually wobbles a bit and it wiggles, and I don't like that sensation. It feels like the pen is cheap, it's going to fall apart. So unless you give it a good little push and really sort of jam it in there, now it's a lot more solid. With the chrome one, I don't have to do that, but I'm guessing it's because the chrome is highly polished, it sort of posts all the way in without too much of a headache. And this is more of a satin black finish. So it's a bit stickier perhaps. But anyway, it's on. The other difference that you will notice between these two is the fact that the chrome does have the ribbed grip. All right, so you can see it here. So it does offer a little bit more support and grip when you're writing, whereas the black one, it's the same as the rest of the body. You will see that on both these rubber seals, there is a bit of a notch. So don't panic, it's not broken, it's not ripped. That's only for when you've capped it, it doesn't create a vacuum, and you can pull it out, and it adds a bit of air in there, so it's easy to take off and on. I mean, look, it's pretty cool. It's the same size as my finger, right? So it's a small pen, and it does that, it writes on stuff. The reason I did this video was to show people that are umming and ahhing about which one they should get or which color, and they don't have to waste their money like I did to buy both, to see which one you would prefer. So let me get out a book and do a quick test. So let's talk about, before I start writing, about this clip. Yes, it's multifunctional, that you can clip it on your shirt or somewhere else where it needs to be clipped. But at the same time, while I was setting up for this shot, I put it down on my desk and they try to roll off the desk. This one can't, because the clip stops it. The one without a clip, see you later, Charlie, how's it going? So that's one thing to consider if you're looking at the clip or no clip, is the fact that it does provide some support so it doesn't roll off the table. Number two, I found that the actual chrome one is, in my opinion, and I've said this before, opinions are subjective, good one. Because it's polished, it's a lot more satisfying when you open it and close it. I'll just give you a bit of a close-up on the mic. It's smooth and it feels luxurious. The black one feels like I'm opening a Sharpie. So, hey, that's one thing that I've observed. Number two, having this pen in an office environment does look a little bit more corporate. It does look like a nicer pen, something that you can leave on your desk, take notes, yada, yada, yada. It does look the part. So let's just do a quick writing test and blah, blah, blah. The reason I'm writing blah, blah, blah is that the writing experience is nothing to write home about. There's my dad joke. Because it is a medium point. It's not exciting. Like, you've got to add a bit of pressure. It does the job, but you know, I don't reach out for it to write with it for long periods of time because it's just not that good. You know, if I wanted to write, I might reach out for something like my Coeco, if it was a bit more fun, or perhaps the Tweezby. I mean, you know, this one's a fountain. That's a ballpoint pen, but my point is that it's not as exciting to write with, but it does the job. I'll try the black. The cartridges are the same, both the black and the chrome, so you don't have to worry about that. There you go. It's even a bit skips a bit, like unless you apply the exact amount of pressure, you can see the light, the darker lines. Not a big deal, but worth pointing out. So as you can see with this black pen, I think something like this may be suited better for, I don't know, an industrial, mechanical environment where, you know, you may even get dirty hands and you're not too fast, because I can tell you now, if I had grease or dirt in my hands, this one will be a bit of a magnet. You'll be able to see it a lot more. Whereas with the black one, you can just chuck it in your car, in your glove box, in your pocket. And I think this is ideal. I mean, I like my minimalist wallets, and this won't be a difference. You got the pen, chuck that in your jeans pocket, you won't even know it's there, all right? When you need it, take it out, take a note, blah, 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 right upside down, right underwater, right on grease if you like, as they claim you can, whatever suits you. But this one here, I think it's a bit more industrial. I think it's a little bit more casual. So, yeah, I mean, there's not much more to talk about, to be honest with you. I don't want to blabber on forever about it. I wanted you to see a comparison of both. I haven't seen too many videos online around the black and the chrome. I have watched separate videos so I can make up my mind, and then I ended up buying both. So if you're now thinking to yourself, well, I still can't make up my mind, well, you know what, go buy both. They're good to have. I intend to keep one in my office bag, the other one in, come on camera, bloody focus when I need you to. The other one, I may have it as a, you know, in my car or something, in the glove box, let it roll around. I can tell you, again, while sitting up, I'll put the black one on the desk and listen to this. That's the pen rolling off the desk. Let's try the same thing with the chrome one, with a clip. That's it, doesn't happen. There's the black one again. Yeah, so it's worth mentioning that if you choose to get either color without a clip, you may save yourself 15, 20 bucks, whatever the difference is. That's one price you're gonna pay, that they are likely to roll, because they're this sort of a bullet shape and they're very smooth. It is likely to roll off the desk. The other thing to consider, unless you're going to put an air tag on it, I can see myself losing this as well, although I look after my stuff, but it is very small and compact. So that's the other risk you've got. From a comfort point of view, the chrome one all the way, because of the grip and the fact that it is a lot smoother and more satisfying to open and close. Yeah, I don't regret buying either. I'm going to keep both. Horses for courses, keep them for different occasions, but I hope this video has given you a bit of an insight of the pros and cons of each one, and it's helped you make your decision on which one you want, or perhaps you don't even want it anymore, because I'll tell you, if you're buying this pen for the writing experience, don't. It's not that exciting. I'm sure if I had to write underwater when I'm diving, never, or when I'm riding upside down, or next time I pop over to the moon, I'd be glad to have it on me. But in reality, for day-to-day stuff, it's not that cool. But I don't regret buying it. So, as always, thank you for tuning in. My name is Sash, and this is ST Reviews. Goodbye.